to resign so that he can bid for the party leadership. Spectacular picture on the front page of The Scotsman, and it shows the trio of pillars holding up the new Queensferry crossing. Greatest bridge in the world opens. Traffic began flowing across the new £1.35 billion Queensferry crossing, the largest infrastructure project built in Scotland in a generation, after it opened earlier this morning.
Yeah, some of the pictures look very striking. The Courier's front page has got a picture of it lit up as well. Open for business is the headline there. Also on the front page of the Herald it says that patients are waiting longer than ever for tests that can detect cancer early, with waiting times for treatment in outpatient clinics also up on a year ago. The past year, it says, the percentage of patients undergoing these checks on time has fallen steadily from 92% in June last year to 82% in June of this year.
The front page of the Telegraph says that Theresa May will be told to follow a duck and cover drill if there's a 10-minute warning of a North Korean missile attack during her 3-day visit to Japan. That starts today. The Prime Minister said yesterday she was outraged by Kim Jong-un's reckless provocation in firing a ballistic missile over Japan for the first time, but insisted she wouldn't be changing her itinerary. The paper says Pyongyang's launch early yesterday provoked a flurry of diplomatic activity among world leaders as Donald Trump once again signalled he had a range of military options with which to respond to the repeated provocations. And we're going to hear from the Korean Peninsula after the news at 6:30.
The Times, it's got a picture of the First Lady arriving with the President in flood-hit Texas in the rain. The main story there, judge rules a child must leave Muslim foster home. This is a 5-year-old, a native English speaker from a Christian family, was taken to her grandmother's home after a court ruled that she should not remain in the placement organised by the London Borough of Tower Hamlets. A foster parent, she was reunited with her family. The judge urged councils to seek culturally matched placements for vulnerable children.
Front page of the Express, Korean crisis, world on the brink is its headline. The Eye, pensions time bomb for low-paid workers. It says the self-employed on the lowest incomes are set to feel the pinch from a 400% increase in their pension contributions. The reforms give access to the new state pension, but the paper says 1 million self-employed earn less than £6,000 a year, and the paper says this could mean the difference between feeding their children or buying school shoes, according to campaigners.
Elsewhere, the Sun's front page, it's got an exclusive interview with the fireman who gave CPR to Princess Diana on the night of the crash. I thought I'd saved her life. There's a quote from him, more on that inside the paper. And it also reports that what Ayr Sheriff Court heard yesterday in the case of a pet shelter boss who kept dead dogs hidden in a freezer, who has been jailed for 7 months. Sarah Brown was also banned for life from keeping animals after admitting a sickening catalogue of abuse.
Phil's got the back pages.
Craig Levein, for the second day in a row, dominating most of the back pages this morning, Gary. Newly appointed Hearts manager, of course. The Sun, I made the mess, so now I'll clean it up. Levein's pledge, back page of the Daily Record, same sort of thing. New Jambo's gaffer's pledge, I made this mess and now I'll fix it. We've also heard from Anne Budge at a media conference at the unveiling of Craig Levein. She's quoted in the Times. Craig Levein, manager of Scotland, nearly 10 years ago now, and famously, or should I say infamously, played a formation without a striker out in the Czech Republic. It was a 4-6-0 formation. A lot of people have made their mind up on